Okay, welcome back everybody. If you were just joining us, our adventurers decided to go down into the sewers, and they have encountered what appears to be a couple swarms of some rats. So, I believe first is going to be Vin. It is your turn.
I am going to cast Hex. I'm using my Fey Charisma or Touch or whatever. On the swarm of rats.
The one closest to you.
Yes, please.
Gotcha.
And then, since that's a bonus action, I'm gonna use let's do Firebolt at them.
Okay.
Actually, wait, how far am I from them?
You're far enough to not have disadvantage. If that's what you're wondering.
Oh no, I have a spell that I like never really use. That's 10 feet range, and
You were
so
at
I was
15 right now.
okay. Yeah, I'm out of range. I'll do I'll do Firebolt at him.
Go for it.
I'd also like to roll my wild magic to gain advantage, please.
So your Tides of Chaos.
Yes, please. All right, so the first roll would have been hold on, 13 plus 8, or no, wait, no, yeah, huh? I forgot. I for some reason just forgot how to play D&D. How did the rolls work? It's a D20 plus my spell attack modifier.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, 13 plus 8. And then the second one is a 3 plus 8. So I'll take the 13 plus 8.
Gotcha. You hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice. Okay, so then I don't know why my brain just was like, what are we doing right now? Does this work? All right, so we'll do this side.
Also, what ability were you gonna hex for them?
Let's hex their intelligence, I guess. I don't know. Okay. That's a 2 plus a 1, not very great, but let's see if my hex roll will come in handy. A 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm not mathing well today, so I'm gonna calculator, but 16, which is embarrassing to say out loud. Yeah, you hurl your firebolt at it, and your kind of hex spell kind of energizes it, and you definitely hurt him. You see several rats kind of fly off into the water, charred to a crisp, but there's still plenty there.
Okay.
Anything else?
And I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 back here.
Gotcha. You'd be up one more since you had to go through Ron, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it counts as double when you move through. But
sure.
Bryn, you're up.
Okay. Can I move through them?
Your allies? If you have enough movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would count as 10 feet if you move through us.
So I can basically get to here. I will take my shield.
Okay.
I will sort of give it the little kiss and then just throw it at them. And I cast catapult on it. That's going to be a dexterity. Wait. Yeah, it's going to be dexterity save for all these rats.
13.
That is exactly the save they needed, I think. Mine's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, they save.
So what does that mean? Okay.
So I think with
it
catapult,
misses all of them and keeps going for 60 feet. If there's any rats behind them, they also have to roll.
Nothing in line behind them currently.
Yeah. Now we'll just summon it back.
Okay. It comes right back to you. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my turn.
Gotcha. You all hear a noise kind of further back into the sewer. You just hear
Oh.
And you see, or maybe you don't, depending on your vision. And I believe that is...
I don't see it.
Depends on your vision. That is their turn. Okay.
Did I hurt it?
You sure did.
Okay.
Up next is going to be this swarm of rats, and they're going to kind of skitter along. And they are going to dash. And they are going to get on top of you, Valken. So they are occupying the same space as you currently are.
Oh.
But that's all they can do. Valken, you are covered in sewer rats.
E. We should have asked this. Do we have any kind of... I'm at 23 out of 50 hit points.
You had gotten a long rest well before this fight because you did several days of traveling and you leveled, so.
Okay. Cool. So my turn, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get these disgusting rats off me. So I'm just gonna start swinging at them with my sword.
Go for it.
It's a 17 plus 8.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Just gotta make sure I'm using the right dice.
With your sword, if you're two-handing it, should be a D10.
Okay.
A spaceship.
Got it.
As Max says.
Okay. That's 9 damage on that hit.
Okay. You swipe off a couple of rats and they fly into the water, kind of cleave from the sword.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Second hit. It's an 18 plus 8.
Definitely hits.
That is 10 damage on that
10
one.
damage. Okay.
Okay.
A couple rats fly off still.
All right. Let me see here. Which key point action I want to do right now, because I have a couple things in mind. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spend a key point to do patient defense.
Okay. You step back in kind of your martial arts stance as rats are kind of crawling around you, trying to fend them off. Okay.
Yeah.
Ron. Unless you wanted to move.
Yes. Are you gonna move or stay?
Can I move with patient defense?
Yeah. Pretty sure. You haven't used your movement. It just takes your bonus action.
I don't know how this works with the rats.
They're just in your space.
Okay. No, I will stay here.
Gotcha. Okay, Ron.
Okay. Let me see. I'll be 5 feet short. So 1, 10, 15, 20. No, sorry. I'm gonna move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I see a big toad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame onto the swarm of rats in front of me.
Okay. They rolled a 16 on their dex.
They succeed.
Stang rats are rolling decently.
These OP rats.
All right, and they go next, so they are going to move into your space. They're gonna try to bite you. And they roll an 11.
Miss.
So they miss. And I believe it's all they can do currently. Next you hear another just loud. And it's going to dash.
Eat the rats, not us.
And you hear this creature kind of croak, and you hear kind of like flesh hit like stone. And then you just hear a loud whoosh in the water. And you see this thing swimming, then make its way
Low.
up to both of you. And that's their turn. Vin.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
I will do Chaos Bolt, actually. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get both these frogs on a diagonal?
Let's see. Yep, you could.
Okay. Let me just confirm. Oh, wait. No. Darn it. Almost. That's fine. Okay. Okay, let's just do a Chaos Bolt at the one in front of me, please.
Gotcha. And if that's an attack roll, you roll at disadvantage.
Oh, a disadvantage? Okay.
Because you're in its
So the first one would have been 16,
reach. Mm-hmm.
and the second one is at 18.
18, that still hits.
Okay. And so that's 2d8. This guy. This guy. I'm gonna click into the spell because this one gets complicated. So
Mhm.
okay. We have an 8 and a 4, so 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12
Mhm.
damage. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6. So that's 12 there. And then plus 1d6 is 3.
Gotcha.
Choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that die determines the attack damage's type. So, we have an 8 and a 4, so we can either do force or thunder. I'll do thunder, sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it takes the damage as you kind of hurl your chaos bolt right in this toad's face. Anything else you'd like to do?
If I move, does he get an attack of opportunity on me?
You've never fought one of these before, but you've known in the past that things normally do if you move away from them unless something else is going on or they use the reaction
Sure.
already.
I just wasn't sure how close he was. Like
He's
physically
on
to
you.
me.
He's a big old toad that takes up about 10 by 10 feet.
Sure. Let me just double check if this is a bonus. Oh, it is a bonus action. Oh man, I could misty step away, but I don't know if I should.
You cannot because you cast Chaos Bolt, which is a leveled spell.
Oh shoot, that's right.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm good. I don't want to move then.
All right. Bryn.
Okay, I'm going to attack this big old frog right in front of me.
Go for it.
I have a question though. If I wanted to try and shove him as part of my attack, it's like I'm attacking him over a canal, it looks like.
Yeah, he's kind of half in, half out because he's so big.
Okay. Would I be able to shove him or no?
Sure.
Alright, well, let's do the attack first.
Okay.
I just remembered I have this javelin.
Mm-hmm. Should be equipped in on your sheet.
Can you
right?
do a melee attack with the javelin?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it with that.
It's a D6, and then whatever else it does.
Sorry, the D&D Beyond dice are broken right now, so they're taking 10 years.
You're not using real dice?
I didn't have them ready.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 16 plus 6 for 22.
Definitely hits. Roll your damage.
God, I don't want to.
So you roll basically right now you roll a d6.
Yep, I've tried.
Mm-hmm.
7 damage.
Okay.
But it's also
Yep.
wounded, and
Mhm.
it's going to be taking necrotic damage at the start of its next turn.
Oh.
It is.
And I will find real dice because this is ridiculous.
Okay. This one's turn, and they hop into the water.
Eat the rats, not me.
And they get, oops, messed that up. They hop in, and you can see that they, when they hit the water, they swim very quickly, like they were meant for it. So
Shoot, I'm sorry. I got distracted by the slow rolling. I have a second attack.
yep, go for it. So that
And I
toad
was
won't be
trying to
there for
shove
now,
it.
but continue with what you were doing.
I'm so sorry. The slow dice really messed me up.
Mhm.
Thanks, Steve. Second attack's probably gonna miss anyways. It's gonna be 11.
11 is exactly what you need.
Oh, okay. I'll do the extra d6. 5 damage.
Okay, it is wounded again. Or is it once per turn? Yes, once per turn.
I think it's just wounded once per turn.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
On its turn, it can make a.
Yep, I'm just asking about your turn.
Yeah. Nope, I'm done.
Gotcha. Okay, this giant toad. There we go. Moved here and is going to try and take a bite out of you, Bryn. Okay, they got a 23.
That hits.
Wow.
You take 12 piercing damage, 6 poison damage,
What?
and you are grappled and restrained by this toad.
Not good.
So grappled, you can't, your speed's 0, and then restrained, advantage against you, and you have disadvantage with attack
Jeez.
rolls and
Oh my
disadvantage with
gosh.
dexterity.
Okay. All right. I don't like this.
Okay, and that is that toad's turn. These rats are gonna try and go after Valken, and they're gonna miss. And Valken, it's your turn. You got rats
Okay.
all over you.
Yeah. And I don't like it. I hate it. It's disgusting. Okay. So these two they're both in the water.
Yeah,
These
they're like
toads?
half in, half out, the toads, because they're so large.
How far is it from the platforms we're on to the top of the water?
It's like
How?
right there. It's at level.
Oh, okay.
There's not much difference.
Okay. You know what? I gotta get these rats away from me. So I'm just gonna swing at the rats.
Go for it.
It's gonna be a 10 plus 8.
That hits. You're looking for a
Okay.
10 on the rats.
Okay. Got it. That is a 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. You knock off quite a few rats as they kind of scatter off of you as you're kind of hitting them off you. There's still some on you. Not near as many, but they're still kind of crawling all over you trying to bite you.
Okay. Well, we'll swing at more of them then. That's gonna be a 12. So
It hits. Roll your damage.
that's 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, just a few of them left on you, just kind of a fraction of what originally started, and they're trying to crawl and bite you. There was a lot of them.
I guess I'll use my bonus action then to just do unarmed attack. Just gonna swat.
Go for it.
Get off it. Oh no. I think that hits 3 + 7.
Yeah, it's exactly what you need. Roll your damage.
Ooh, that's good. 10.
10 damage. Okay, and you swat off the last of the rats that are on you as you kind of punch rats as they're crawling on you, and then they fall into the water and just kind of sink. You hear tiny rat bones crunching.
Okay. Now though, got movement left, right?
You do?
You know what? I'm not in a great position right now.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move myself. Do I have to make any sort of like jump across this water, or is it?
No, easy enough.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come on over here.
Mm-hmm.
25, 30, 35. I'm gonna come right there.
Gotcha. Okay, Ron, what do you do?
Ron sees Bryn is in some sort of grapple and is gonna attack the toad to break her free.
Okay,
21 to hit.
that hits.
6 damage on that, and the second attack is a 18,
Definitely hits.
which would be 8 damage.
Okay, yeah, you do some damage to this toad, and it's like holding on. It's got its just large, like slimy tongue, like just like held on to her. But you hurt it.
All right, that's my turn.
The rats on you get a 15, which I'm not entirely sure they can hit you unless they roll a crit. So
Next, I'll just ignore the rats.
they might get tired of chewing on your plate mail. Up next is this toad, which is going to take 3 necrotic damage.
Getting Konosuba vibes from this. You guys have ever seen?
And it is going to attack Vin, and that is a 16 to hit, which I believe hits Vin.
Oh yeah, everything hits me.
You take 16 piercing damage,
Oh my goodness.
and
Ouch.
uh, 6 poison damage.
Okay.
And you are also grappled and restrained.
Crap.
How does that work? Like if it's my turn next?
It is, yeah, it's your turn. You're restrained, so your speed is 0. Your attack rolls have disadvantage, and the creatures, when people attack you, they have advantage. And you have a disadvantage on dex saving throws. With a grapple, you can typically try to break out of it.
Is that my what's it called?
That would be your action, yeah, to break out of it.
Okay. Then if I wanted to use a spell afterwards, would I have to tell you prior to using my action that I want to use Quicken spell to make a spell a bonus action, or?
No, you just let me know. But go ahead and roll a d100 for me.
Oh.
Okay. I'm glad this is happening now.
Oh, I hope it's the you take their essence steely one.
Oh, that'd be great.
27.
27. Interesting.
Oh boy.
When the DM
For
says
the
it
next
just-
minute, all your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
What?
Yes. Oh my god,
That's
that's
awesome.
so dope.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well, I would like to try and break free, please.
All right. Roll either an athletics or an acrobatics.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Where is it? Hold on. I just took something in a different game and I'm like, is it this game that I took it in? Where I can like re-roll rolls.
Let's see.
Yeah, I can. Magical guidance. When you make an ability check, is this an ability check?
It sure is.
I can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll the d20 and you must use that new roll.
You must use the new rule. Okay, so yeah, use your
That's
use your
cool.
magical guidance, the sorcery point.
Okay, that's better. 16
16. We're using athletics or acrobatics?
athletics.
Athletics. Okay, so you just kind of flex your muscles and just kind of break out from this kind of grip of this toad, and you are free.
Perfect. I would like to cast fly on myself, please.
Okay.
And then as I'm flying up in the air, I go and then
So
fly.
as you fly, if you're going upward, there's probably about a like 20-foot ceiling or so here.
20 feet. Okay, that's good to know.
When you move out of its range, it will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
So it's going to try and bite you again. And that is a 14.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And you take 6 piercing and 5 poison.
Jeez.
That was rough.
That's fine.
And
We're
you
good.
are restrained again.
Ah.
Really?
He snagged it with the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll is fly concentration? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Roll a concentration check for me. So d20 plus your con save.
Ooh, this was almost a 20. Okay, so 19 plus 6.
Yeah, so you still have the fly spell on you. And you made it about 5 feet in the air from where you are. Actually, it would be, yeah, you made it 5 feet and went to go out at 10, and it just kind of lapped its tongue at you and grabbed him. Or grabbed you. Let's see. And anything else that you'd like to do? I think you've already used your bonus action and movement, so I think that's it.
Yep, I'm good.
Bryn, your turn. You are in this toad's mouth.
Okay, so I can't move.
You can't move at all.
That's okay. Can I just do something while I'm in his mouth?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Ooh.
15 foot. So my goal is to hit, yeah, both of them.
Yeah.
And that is gonna be they gotta do a save. It's a Constitution saving throw for them.
Okay, let's take a look.
This is gonna be loud.
So I'll do yours first. It rolled a 4, and then I will do
Okay.
Vin's next. And it rolled an 8. So tell me how much damage they take first.
They're gonna take 3d8.
All right.
No,
and they get
sorry,
pushed back how
2d8?
much?
2d8. 2d8, and they're gonna get pushed back 10 feet.
Gotcha.
That's 10 thunder damage.
Okay. So as you kind of unleash this just loud kaboom, and it echoes all throughout the sewers. You can hear it
300
echoing.
feet.
For 300 feet. The toad that has grabbed a hold of Vin it gets knocked back against this wall and just splatters. So Vin, you are no longer grappled by this toad. You push this one back 10 feet from where you are, and you hear it splashes into the water. So you're no longer grappled either.
Yes.
Wow.
And then since I have my movement, I want to run. Wait, where did Ron go? Which direction did I see
He's
him
under
go?
the rats.
Not gonna run under the rats. I mean, I'm not going near the rats. Yeah, he's completely covered, isn't he?
They're all over him.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I am gonna move right next to Ron and be like,
Okay.
Ron, and start flinging off one rat at a time. not really doing anything.
You'll be able to handle those next turn. This toad, it is their turn, and being knocked back, they take a look at Falcon. They kind of move forward and try and bite him. They roll a 15.
I think that's my armor class.
So they hit, and you will take 3 piercing and 5 poison. And you are also grappled and restrained by them.
Ooh. I already hate the sewers. Been here for 2 seconds and I already hate it.
That's their turn. Falcon.
Oh, are the toads rolling, or are those the toads rolling for, did they roll for
You killed that one.
necrotic? True.
Yeah, that one's dead.
I was making sure I just wanted my cool javelin
they
effect
did.
to happen.
They sure did.
They were wounded and it sucked for them,
Yeah,
right?
they took 3
cool.
necrotic
Thank you.
damage, and you kind of saw like the wound kind of had black lines coming from it.
I did that.
Falcon, you are restrained.
Right. So I get disadvantage on an attack roll, right?
You do.
Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. Since it's right in front of me, I'm just gonna take some swings at it.
Go for it. Disadvantage.
Huh?
Looking for an 11.
With disadvantage, that would put it at I'll put it at 10,
That misses.
but I'm gonna use a key point
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
for focused aim, which lets me spend 1 or 3 key points to increase attack roll by 2 for each of the key points.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend 1 key point to add 2 to that.
Go for it. That
So-
would hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. I almost forgot I had that ability.
Mm-hmm.
That is sorry. 8 damage on that.
8 damage. Okay.
Okay. And I'll take another attack at it.
Go for it. Still disadvantage.
One was a natural 20,
Oh,
the other
no.
is 7. But with a 7 I still hit.
Yep. Go for it.
And I'm gonna go ahead and spend another key point to attempt a stunning strike.
Okay. And what was your damage on that? And they have a Constitution. They get an 18 on their Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Damage on it then is 10.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else?
What I can do? I guess bonus unarmed attack,
Yep. Disadvantage.
right? Right. 12.
12 hits. Roll your damage.
Get off me. 9 damage on that.
Gotcha. Okay. Barely hanging on. Ron.
Ron sees the toad is weak for wear. He's gonna throw a sacred flame, since these rats don't really bother me.
Mm-hmm. That toad rolled a 16 on its dex. Damn, these toads.
Yes,
These toads rolling hot.
Its sacred flame does nothing.
Man. If only the rats could roll higher. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is all.
Okay. These rats, they miss you, and they use their movement to go over
Oh no!
to Bryn, since they can't make any purchase on you after a couple rounds. And that is their turn.
Don't like rats.
Vin. You're flying.
Yeah, I'm in dying as well. I'll take a potion of greater healing. I have one.
Go for
but
it.
I don't know how it works. How does it work?
I believe it is a 44 plus 4.
4. Correct.
44 points?
Yeah, 4 D4s.
Oh, 4D. Okay, for a second I was like, what? That really do be OP. Okay, so I have 2D. That's not a D4. What is my brain today? Okay. Hold on. It's 4D4s plus 4.
Yes.
Okay. I have 2, so let me roll and fight.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5. This? Four. And then plus 4.
Gotcha.
Equals 13. So I get 13 points back, which is better than nothing.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. I'm gonna fly up to like the ceiling, so I'm 20 feet in the air. And then I would like to cast Firebolt on the big toad.
Go for it, which is a bonus action now for the next minute.
Yeah. Does that mean I can cast 2 bonus actions or just 1?
Just 1 still.
Oof. Okay, well, 8 plus 1 is 9.
Doesn't hit. You're looking for an 11 on the toads.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Bryn, you are covered in rats.
And there's rats. Okay. I'm gonna try to attack these rats. What do I have? What do I have? I'm just gonna straight up try to attack the rats.
Go for it.
Well,
I don't know if this makes a difference, but I'm gonna use my hand axe. I just feel like that's better against rats. If it doesn't make a difference, that's okay. 18.
It hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to shove the rats away from
Sure.
me. Okay. It's gonna be ooh, not so good for me. 10.
All right. And they're going to try and acrobatics out of that. And they roll a 4. So you shove the rats. Which direction were you going to shove them?
Fling them. Like away from the group. Like over here. Kinda.
You can only go 5 feet, so.
Yeah, just that direction.
That direction? Okay. So you shove the rats next to you and they're off of you.
Okay, and then I'm gonna. They should go 10 feet, I thought. Only 5?
Mm-hmm. Unless you've got something. Yep, it's just 5 feet. And they were in your square, so.
That's the difference, is that they were in my square. So, okay. I'm gonna attack them again.
Go for it.
23.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
5 damage.
Okay. Weren't as many rats in this pile, and you kind of chop through them with your axe and get the last few, and they are dead.
Okay, good. That's my turn. I'm happy.
The toad's turn. You are currently grappled and restrained by the toad, Valken. So the toad swallows you.
Oh, what?
It is Konosuba.
The toad swallows you whole, and just and you are inside of this giant toad, and you are currently
That's nice knowing
blinded
you.
and restrained.
Oh,
And the toad has gotten its meal.
It'll be worth it for the chocolate,
So-
I promise. Oof. This is rough.
The toad swims out and leaves with its meal. Valken.
No, come back! I can't come back.
Falcon, you were in a toad. You were blinded and restrained.
I did 50,
Just
25.
explode out of it, Vulcan.
Yeah, what is like my working space here?
Get its vital organs.
So if being blinded, any attack is going to have disadvantage against this toad, as you can't see anything while you're inside of it, and you're still restrained, so you're also disadvantaged. But any ability
It's like
check
the
that,
easy to, like,
scene,
yeah,
my
any ability
sword
check
and
that
just,
requires
like,
sight,
go.
you fail automatically. So yeah, you could try with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Can I give him an inspiration?
Actually, I do have inspiration.
He's got
Do you have
two.
one? Okay.
He's got
use
2
it.
Yeah.
inspirations.
Get out
Y'all
of
get
there.
plenty of those. Start burning them. Come on. Otherwise, you can't
I
get any more.
realized We
Yeah,
were in
get-
dire need yet, okay?
All right, I'm gonna try
Not
to
until
carve my
someone
way
gets
out of
eaten.
its stomach.
All right, you use
here.
your inspiration, and you can roll
Just a straight
normally.
roll.
Yeah.
8 plus 8 is 16.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Ooh. Yes.
8 damage on that.
8 damage. So you kill this toad while you're inside
Thank
of it.
God.
You shove your sword and just carve a hole out of it. Currently, you're no longer restrained. You're inside of it, so you can choose to leave or move if you would. And you notice
Okay.
that the kind of the acid in the stomach starts to kind of gurgle and bubble as you're in there.
Okay. But I would assume that I carved a decent sized cut into it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to like try to get my way out of it.
Got you. So you use 5 feet of your movement to do this, and you come out of the toad here, and you are prone, covered in nasty toad juices. But you are all out of initiative now, with all of the threats seemingly being dispatched from this area, and you are back to hearing the quiet of the sewers.
Ron just kind of yells like, Valken, are you all right?
I don't care what anybody says. No amount of chocolate in the world is worth this.
We can't turn back now.
It's true.
Do you have
the
any
chocolate
idea how
is-
this smells?
Yes, Ron can smell from here.
We will find a nice bathhouse after this. No?
Oh, yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Vin, since you are flying, can you see where footsteps go?
Can I see where footsteps?
Easy
go?
enough. You used a survival check earlier to find them, and they are leading just down along the wall, and then they're picking up over here and just heading to the opposite side of the cavern, it seems.
You can follow me, but before we go any further, does anyone have any healing? You know, because I almost died.
Yes. Vin needs your vodka
You
drink.
look over, and Bryn's already like chugging the vodka. Oh, you wanted some? Here, you can have a sip. I'm gonna give you. Let's see, it's
Well, I need to make a check to jump over this 5-foot gap.
No,
Okay. Ron's just gonna
Nope.
leap over.
it's not like super slippery or anything. You can make a running start, so not a big deal.
7 plus. What's our number of hit dice at this point?
6.
6. So 7. 13. You get 13 healing.
Thank
Just
you.
realized.
So your wild magic has faded by this point, and you are roughly about halfway through your fly, since it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Do you require more healing, Vin, or are you okay?
I'm pretty good now. Thank you, though.
Anyone else want a sip? It sort of helps with the smell too. I mean, I'm not.
Maybe just pour it over Valken, just all of it. Just,
Yeah, Velkin, just come here, and I'm just gonna do like the champagne, like all over you, just like clean up
Champagne
that
shower.
mess. Yeah.
All right, so assuming
What
you're
are
all
you doing
here.
this with?
The healing vodka. Fine. The good
So
news
do I
for
actually
it.
heal from that?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
your
yeah,
healing
you
check.
can heal. You will
Okay,
get.
I thought I had to drink it.
It's fine. Uh. Hold on, I'll do the math in a second.
So anywhere you want to go forward, Vin, you probably have about 2 or 3 minutes left on your fly if you wanted to scout ahead for anything before
Sure,
it
yeah, I'll do
dissipates.
that.
Or if you want to land safely.
I'll scout ahead. I mean, I'm sure I would feel when it's about to fade, so like
Yeah, you
I'll
would know.
land.
You would
Yeah,
know.
14
I'll
healing
land
vodka.
prior to me
14.
like falling to my death, but
Yeah.
I'd like to scout ahead and like get an idea.
Yep. So you're a little limited
Funny.
on light, on what you can see. So at this point, since you're at the range of Ron's light.
Oh, Ron will follow her just so she can have vision.
Yep. So you can get to the basically edge of the cavern here, and then by the time you get over there, your flight dissipates. So you know this, and you safely kind of put your feet back on the ground, and you can see sort of faint torchlight in the area ahead of you.
Guys, I think someone's ahead over here.
Oh, maybe this is where Gambling Den is, and we
Ooh.
defeated the Gambling Den's evil creatures.
I don't know. That seems like a pretty way. I'm really far behind you guys. I'm scared of the dark. Hold on. I don't know. This seems like a very dangerous place for a gambling den.
Exactly, Brent. So no one dare enter unless they are supposed to be here.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't see or hear anything.
Not currently.
Isn't gambling usually very like rowdy business, you know? Like it's not so quiet.
I think it's Ron thinks it's sneaking time. It must be very quiet.
Maybe I'll stay like 20 feet behind that. I'm not so good at being quiet, you know?
So as you kind of make your way down the corridor, if you plan on sneaking, there is a walkway on the left side and a walkway on the right side, and water that goes about chest high for Vin and Valken, and about waist high.
On
for
the
the other
walkway
two.
or other
The water
than the
in the
walkway?
middle.
Okay, so we're good on the
So-
walkway.
Let me know if you're
will-
going to be on the left or right, which characters, or if you want to swim or try and wade.
Ron will go left.
Ron is left.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go
I'll go left with Ron.
left. Let's all go left. You know
Everyone
what? Always
left?
left.
Okay, who's first?
Yeah.
Left, left.
Yes,
Okay.
Ron will. I have the light source. I'll move forward.
Ron is first. Who's behind Ron?
I'll be behind Ron.
Okay.
I guess I'll be behind Vin.
Yeah, I'll take a career.
Okay. Gotcha. So, Ron.
Is this a stealth?
Yeah, I need all of you to make stealth rolls for me.
All right, disadvantage. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm also disadvantaged.
Yeah.
High five, Ron.
What is mine?
Twins.
Plus
I rolled a natural 20. It doesn't
0.
count, but I'd still like Village to do a push up. Thank you.
Okay. So, Ron, what was your stealth?
12.
12. Vin, what was yours?
8.
Oh.
Okay, Valken
14.
and Bryn,
19.
19. Okay. Man, 1
Could
second
have been
here.
higher.
Okay, so you are kind of making your way alongside the left walkway, trying to be as careful as you can. You've got a light source. It's a little kind of damp here, and a couple of you slip and have to catch yourselves on the wall and kind of make some noise. And you kind of wait, don't hear anything.
Coast is clear. We can keep going.
Are the lights getting closer?
Yes, I mean if you're walking forward, the lights are getting closer.
And are people like holding them, or are they like up against a wall and entryway?
It depends on how far you want to walk. They look pretty dim, but if you continue down that corridor, you can see that they look like just very dim torchlight. And I will move you all to here.
Oh.
And you can kind of see some of the lights sort of dancing off of the walls here.
Oh, Vin, maybe you can go invisible and check out ahead.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I was thinking that too. And I'll go invisible.
Is this an actual wall blocking our path?
Something to have to climb over.
Okay, got it. Ron will climb over to so Vin can have some light.
Gotcha. So,
Yeah.
as
Do
you
I
kind
see
of
anything?
move forward into the light, you hear a voice call out to you, and they say, "I'm not too sure what you are doing here, but maybe it'd be a good idea to turn around and walk away."
I don't
we-
say anything.
Do we
But-
recognize this voice?
You don't. You recognize the accent, but it doesn't sound exactly like the person you spoke to
The
before.
accent's like this city, like what everyone else had.
Not necessarily.
The fake French. Oh.
Female voice?
You've heard it,
Male
but not
voice?
everyone speaks like that.
Oh, but is it the accent from this
Yes.
region, or do we reckon? Okay.
It is the accent from the person in the sweet shop that you talked to before.
Got it.
Was it a female voice?
It was.
Shit. Found the sister.
I don't say anything. But I take well, question. If I take the axe that's lit, like I'll still be able to see, but it'll be like an invisible light. Does that make sense?
So what I would say is that if you take the object, it would be invisible, but the light that's emitted is still going to emit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because it's a spell that wouldn't be necessarily affected by
Right.
invisibility.
That makes sense. Okay, I just fly like forward, but I stay invisible and don't say anything.
Okay, so make well, you can't fly anymore. Your fly's gone.
Oh shoot, that's right.
but
Oh
you
yeah,
did
I
cast
stay
invisibility.
invisible then and just
Are
kind
you
of like
trying
follow the
to
path.
be quiet, or are you just walking normally?
I guess just walking normally.
Okay.
I'm not very stealthy, so.
Ron will try to cover up her sounds like, we are looking for someone.
Gotcha. Okay, you can go. You were underneath, Ron. You can go ahead and move yourself where you wanted to go.
Okay. I guess it would be to the edge here.
Yeah. Okay. And what were you saying, Ron?
We are looking for someone.
I do not care who you are looking for. I just want you to leave. Do you understand?
No, not after we find who we are looking for. Then we will leave.
Who are you looking for?
Lady who's very good with chocolates.
You have to be a little more specific than that. There are many people that deal in chocolates here. So, Vin, as you are walking, and I believe that you are pretty much in the dark, when you get about here, you hear some voices kind of whisper, "I hear footsteps, but I can't see them."
Okay, so since I like heard that, then I'll like stop moving.
What was her name again?
Kaywin or
Yes,
hold on.
correct. Kaywin. We are looking for Kaywin, and Ron's gonna walk slowly around.
Stay where you are. And you see a woman walk forward who is also a half elf, and they have a similar kind of, I'm gonna tell their eyes from here. Their hair's a little longer, but it's kind of like not necessarily golden blonde, but like a dirty blonde and a little messy. Wearing some very kind of dark clothing, maybe armor, you're not sure. Well, congratulations, you found her. Now leave.
You are Kaywin.
In the flesh.
Your sister is very worried about you.
I'm sure she is.
Then why do you hide from your sister?
I got what I needed.
What do you mean she is very worried for you and working very hard and very stressed. You should come back.
I do not care. I got what I needed and got my comeuppance that I was looking for. So I took what is mine.
Whoa, 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 but you stole from the books. You took more than what was yours.
So?
So, this is your family. How can you do this to your family?
She had no idea anyway, unless you happened to tell her. She was just fine not knowing. She has no idea what's happening underneath her nose in this shop.
Ron's gonna try to persuade her to return back. To talk to her sister.
Based on kind of what you're getting from this, you're not entirely sure what would happen. So you could certainly try, but she's very antagonistic at this point.
Okay.
But go ahead.
All right. Let's do it up. 16.
So she kind of eyes you and kind of turns her head. If it's so important to you, then maybe you could give me something in return. Or perhaps you could do something for me if it would make you happy.
And if we do this, you will return to your sister.
I did not say that. I will let her know that I am okay and that I will unfortunately not be continuing in the family business.
And then what is this business you pursue now?
And she says, look around you.
It is, we're surrounded by shit.
And look harder, large one. And you see just kind of crates piled up in just kind of the area around this sort of cistern in the sewers. They have just various markings on them. You're not from the city, but you could make an insight check to figure out what's going on.
Okay. 20 insight.
20. These are either stolen goods or smuggled goods.
She's running like a crime syndicate.
Oh, you are.
One home probably works with her.
But so you are a bad person.
Do not be too hasty to judge. It's very hard to get by in the city.
Oh, we
Except when
judge.
your sister owns a fancy dessert shop.
Do you have any idea how much we are in debt from our parents? And leaving that shop to us with all of the bankruptcies and all of their payments as they owed to other people?
We are just going to do the same thing to your sister that your parents did to you. Just leave her with all the debt, and
I would make
abandon
sure
her.
she is whole once I have secured my investments.
Investments. This is some bullshit.
It's way too much convenience to leave it to go by the wayside, if you know what I mean. It's been very useful so far.
Ron is conflicted, Bryn. Ron wants to smash, but this is Camilla's sister.
You should smash.
Valken, you are kind of putting some pieces together here, and you're not 100% sure, but you only know of one sort of kind of business operation that was renowned enough to pull this kind of stuff. What you would know this place as, or this group, would be the Silent Watch. Mainly dealing in what Ron had figured out: smuggling, thieving, procuring items that maybe someone doesn't have exactly legal means to procure. In fact, they probably tried to recruit you once. Whether you accept it or not, it's up to you.
When would that have taken place?
When you were a kid, similar to how the kids were in the market square.
It's hard to say. Not sure if I would have. Maybe.
It's totally up to you. You can keep that up to yourself or not.
I'll sit on it. Yeah, I think I'll. If that idea comes to his head, I think he'll. We'll just see where the conversation goes before bringing it up.
So what do you say? Would you like to do some work for me in exchange for making my sister at ease?
Or we can just leave and tell your sister who you really are.
Yeah,
Go
this
ahead.
is what I want to do.
She will never find me again, and I will not make her whole. The business will suffer, and she will be destitute. I do not care.
You're a horrible person.
Why, thank you. I'm sure you are as well.
Actually, I'm quite nice, actually, once you get to know me.
I walk over to Bryn and I tell her to ask, like, why does she feel this way towards her sister?
Calm down, calm down. Why do you feel this way towards your sister? Why do you not care for her? She is blood.
It doesn't matter. She's just a person who was born by the same mother. It doesn't necessarily make it any more inherently trustworthy or not trustworthy. I spent most of my life with her, yes, and I might be persuaded to help her in this situation, but I find my own family.
Not talking about trustworthy, we're talking about family. It is not something you can just.
And yet I did.
Find wherever.
And what would you have us do for you?
Well, there is a particular item that I'm looking to procure from someone that doesn't necessarily belong to.
And what is this item? And who is this person?
Well, first I have to know if you're interested. I just can't go leaking all of the information to anyone who asks.
I'm not sure if it's in our best interest to work with
Not
somebody
working for her.
as immature as you.
I refuse to work for her. She's a horrible person. Her sister is better off just knowing truth.
Yep.
So she can move on
I think
with
we'll
life.
take our information.
Then she is doomed. It's a very small item, you see.
I think she's doing just fine, actually.
Yeah, I don't think she's doomed, because all you're offering in exchange is going and telling her, like, sorry, I'm leaving. You're not doing anything good for her.
I fully planned on paying her back and making the business whole again once I have secured what I needed. However, all I wanted was my dagger back. But if that's too much for you to ask,
Dagger?
then
What's dagger?
is
I don't
this,
know about you guys, but I don't really
well, this
care to
damn
listen to
commander
anything
took my
else
dagger.
say.
Not but 6 months ago. It belonged to my mother, and she gave it to me when I was but a teenager, in order to protect herself in the city. And she confiscated it without any particular reason, just because she hates me.
Who
As I was
hates you?
saying, The ramblings of an immature child. Are we spending any more time here?
That's true. No, I don't think
No.
this is worth it.
We should slowly back away.
Yeah, agreed.
Very well. It would have been a very lucrative relationship.
I'm sure it would have.
Right. And we'll just like back away. You know,
Yeah, is everybody okay with this? Because I just like, I don't-
still force like looking
I don't wanna
like
fuck
not
with this lady.
revealing our backs to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, we are going now.
I'll see you around. Don't go looking for me because you will not find me here again.
Oh, we
After
can
not
assure
finding
you,
her
we
again.
will not look for you ever again.
That's what children say all the time.
Perhaps I will look for you, little one. And she points to Valken.
Ho, ho, ho.
Little.
Comparatively, of course.
Please do.
I'll see you around, nosy adventurers.
I hate her so much. Can I
Thought you were running
throw
away.
my javelin at her?
Disappears back into the darkness. You hear some laughing and snickering. You can hear one of them say, "Can you believe I got 20 gold off of him for a..."
My God. My
Kind of-
hat is a lie.
Oh,
Your hat's
fuckers.
not a lie.
Wasn't that voice?
No, it wasn't that guy.
Oh, okay.
It was the kid that bumped into you.
No, it's 20 gold. It's for the potion. Ribble.
Oh yeah, it was Ribble. It was
Health
Ribble.
potions aren't 20 gold usually,
They're usually 25.
unless you didn't actually, own it first.
I'm gonna dump that potion out. I don't want it.
It looks just like a potion.
Okay, well, I'll save it just in case.
But you are more than welcome to dump it out.
No, I'll drink it right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, it's like a little bebe potion.
5.
You regain 5 hit points.
Thank you.
Based on what you learned from this, since you smelled and it wasn't quite as strong, you can't really water down magic, but it's essentially equal to it was watered down.
How many hit points I needed, so joke's on him.
Okay, so you all back out of this chamber, and you can hear kind of just low whispering, talking, some laughing, kind of.
I just want to yell back one thing.
Sure.
Ribble, if I ever see your face again, I'm going to punch it into the ground so hard you're going to wish you'd sold me a not healing potion.
You just hear.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it one of these days.
All right, and you back out of the cistern there, and assumingly make your way back to the streets.
Well,
Oh.
who wants to do the dirty work and tell her that her sister's like a total B-word? I'm going to say dibs, not it.
I'll do it.
You find your way back to the streets. You can easily make your way back over to her sister's shop.
I will stay outside. I probably don't smell good.
And Camellia is there, and she
Ooh, we're
says,
going to the bathhouse after
"You're
this.
back so soon. Did you find her? I was so worried
Yeah.
for her.
We found her.
Oh, this is great news. Is she with you?
No, she didn't want to come back.
Kaylin, what do you mean?
She is out doing crime,
huge
and
bitch.
smuggling products, stealing from people. She was living in the sewers amongst the shit.
Her eyes get wide and tears well up in her eyes. She goes, what do you mean? What do you mean she doesn't want to come back?
She doesn't want to
mean,
come back.
She
She's
stole
also
from you.
Off
stealing
without
from
her.
you.
And she
Oh,
just
yeah,
kind of
that's
buries
true.
her head in her hands and just starts weeping. And she just kind of slumps against the wall and just kind of falls in a heap and is just crying. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lose the business.
No,
my
no, no.
mother
You
and
are
father
not going
gave
to
me.
lose the business. We will see to that.
You can hire somebody to help you.
I do not
It
have
doesn't
the money
to-
for this.
How much would it take to hire someone to help you?
Loading.
Look, here's the thing. We are adventurers, but we are also looking to what is the word? Invest. Yes, I think this is word. We are going to invest in like a local business, you know, like to sort of legitimize our, you know, when we come into town, we can be like, oh, we're here to check on our business partner. And we are part of guild, the Lotus is, the Order of Iberus. It is very prestigious.
I'm not. I've maybe heard of it a little, but I would think you've.
Well,
If for any
all
help.
you need to know is we will give you some money, but then when we come back, you're going to owe us some more money in return, but not a lot, just like, it is how, they say investing works. I've never done before personally, but I'm pretty sure it is good for everyone involved.
Oh, yes, of course. So, if I remember correctly, and I just found it, so untrained labor is 2 silver per day. Skilled labor is 2 gold per day, which she would need for this kind of establishment. She's losing a chocolatier
I
specifically.
can give her 300 gold.
I can part with
Yeah.
100 gold.
Unless Valkian wants to become a chocolate.
How much should we get? Because like
Well,
I gave my the woman at my old school. I gave her
school
100.
a lot of money. Yeah.
Did we
We
divvy up the
still-
rest of that stuff that we?
You have
We
a
still-
sack full of gems that y'all haven't looked at or
Oh,
talked
that's right.
to.
That's what I'm
or-
trying to say.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
we have money. Let's use the gems.
We have
Then-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
have it.
8, 9 gems that we can just sell.
Ron just hands her an emerald.
This is for me.
Yes, so you do not lose your
Well,
business.
Are you sure?
Well, okay. This is the situation, though.
Ab.
We are going to invest in you, but when we come back, we want free chocolate.
Of course, yes, of course.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Quest
We won the
complete.
game. We won the game.
Just anytime you come here, it's free of charge, of course, and I hopefully will be doing much better. This would, of course, get us out of debt, and I could hire someone for several months. Oh my gosh, I need to
Falcon
find someone who
peeks
sells
in.
this too.
Here's the thing, though. You're a very bad judge of character. Very bad.
She is my sister.
Yeah, well, she was kind of a horrible person. She was
But you
stealing from
cannot
you.
leave
You also
family
need to learn how
behind. It doesn't
to-
matter if they are horrible or not. You all know
Oh.
this.
I guess. You need
But
to.
she
you need
said
to learn
she
how
would-
to balance books.
She said she would leave you behind. She had no problem with this.
This is true.
It does not sound like her.
Here's the other thing. It doesn't sound like her.
For me, I really didn't know her at all.
Well, there you go.
Well, thank you very much. And I'm going to close the shop and I'm going to try and go to the jeweler and sell this, and trying to turn my life around.
Okay, but make sure no one see you have the stone.
Yes, of course. And she kind of puts it in she wraps it in kind of some cloth and puts it in like a little pocket in her apron.
Falcon peeks in from the
and
doorway. Oh, go ahead.
and her buddy Ribbles isn't a good person either. Don't trust him.
Yeah, don't trust.
Yeah, doesn't really like
Actually,
him that much.
anyone your sister was friends with, maybe just like don't associate. The haberdashery guy seemed okay. He's running a legit business, I suppose. So
He has very nice
Yeah.
things. And she
Yeah,
points
and
to
he
like a
didn't
ribbon
like
in her
that,
hair. He gave me this ribbon. It's very nice.
he didn't like that Ribble guy. He didn't like him, so he's
What
probably
was
okay.
the thing again? The silent watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Vulcan
Silent
peeks in from the
watch.
doorway. Hello. I
Yes,
don't
hello?
exactly want to come in right now. Are you
Alright.
familiar with the silent watch? By chance?
No, I am not.
Okay. Long story short, thieves and smugglers. Your sister's working with them. If they come give you trouble, you need to alert the authorities right away.
Or
All right.
Doesn't matter if
Better
it's your
yet.
sister or not.
contact the guild.
All right. Yes, I will do this.
They're normally not very pushy
I
with
contacted
people,
the authorities a week ago when she was missing, but I did not hear anything back from them.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Nope.
Yeah, what if Ron just thinking like, yeah, what if this is all part of the big plan? They're just getting, they're all scamming us.
Hate
So
city. Everyone here is awful and evil.
got a 19 on insight.
19.
Well, that's 1,000 times better than mine.
That's really weird that you would kind of report, this to some guards and you didn't hear anything back about it. You're not sure who she told or how many, but suspicious at least.
Maybe we can follow up with the guards, Ron.
Oh, who are these guards you spoke with?
Well, there is one of the local guards here that usually works in the market square. He's quite friendly.
He's in on it. Everyone's in on it.
Oh,
I'm not sure what you are looking for. His name was Ander.
Anda?
Ander, A-N-D-E-R.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe we will look into it, but be careful.
I will. I'm going to close shop now, so come. I have some business to do.
Oh, can I get one more apple to go?
Oh,
What time
yes,
is
of course. And she runs in the back and hands you another apple, just like the last one that you had.
Yeah, isn't it too late to run to a jeweler?
That's right, she's rushing us.
It's like late afternoon. The market square is still sort of busy. Not like it was earlier. But you got here
He doesn't
after
have any
anyway, so.
customers right now.
We could wait and watch your shop for you until you
Oh,
come back.
no.
you know?
I will just look up and then I will go and I will come back.
No, I think we will wait here.
You'll feel free to wait outside. I'm sorry, ma'am. I just do not know your credentials to run a fine bakery. I do not want to judge
those
you.
are our credentials. I point at the emeralds.
Please do not put me in a position to
No,
be
we're not
rude.
going to do anything.
Oh,
We're
here,
just
here.
going to
Oh,
make
it's
sure.
okay. It's okay.
You can-
Well, how about you close up shop, but we stay inside the shop so that you have to come back.
Or perhaps we can escort you.
It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Just I need to go now before they close.
Okay, we shall escort you to ensure your safety.
Okay, thank you. And she locks up and she goes this way, and she kind of marches down
Good idea, Valkyr.
the street, goes down a couple blocks, and makes her way over to a place called Glorious Gems.
Glorious.
She opens the door
Glorious
and she says,
Gems.
"I'm so sorry, Talifra, if I just but a moment,
Gigi.
and I just one transaction, we will be gone." And then she says, "All right, one transaction, and then we're closing shop." Okay. And she goes forward, and shows her the emerald, and she kind of gets some tools that you may be familiar with that you'd gotten from a stronghold previously. So she takes the jeweler's tools and she kind of looks through it through a small kind of apparatus and pokes and prods it. And they, exchange some words. They talk a bit. She goes to the back, and kind of hands her a large-ish sack of gold, and counts it out in front of her. There are pieces of platinum, as well as gold. And she takes it, and she says, "Thank you very much, and we will be leaving." And she walks out. "Thank you for escorting me. I will be heading back to the shop, and then in the morning I'll be paying off our debts and trying to find someone who will assist me. Thank you so much. I'm I'm very sorry that my sister has, well, you know, but I do not know how to repay you other than with baked goods and chocolates, hopefully in the future.
That is, you don't quite really know us yet, but that is quite good payment for this group.
Thank you very much. And she goes down the street, and you can escort her back if you'd like, or make your way out of the shop.
Yes.
Yeah, well, let's get her back.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you escort her back. She opens the shop and starts closing up, and then you all are free to do what's next on your list. It's evening time, about just before dinner or so.
Do we want to find a blacksmith or just find an inn?
I know you have some weapons you want to repair. The gym stop
Yeah.
or the gym. Should have called it gym stop. The gym store
Gym stop.
is
It's a pawn
closing,
shop.
so you could suspect that other places of business are probably closing in this area.
Oh.
So you could
let's just
find
find an inn. and-
You do need to go seek out the general as well.
I thought we were doing that in the morning.
Not sure if you talked about it or not.
Why do I think that? Did I think that I thought we had plans to meet with him in the morning.
No, they just said to go to the Citadel and tell the guards, and you can go from
Yeah.
there.
Oh. Well, let's just go try to do that now, then.
Oh, we'll go to Citadel.
Yeah.
I would like a bath.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, we're kind of gross. Maybe we bath and then in the morning we go to Citadel.
Sure.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I
pretty
agree.
gross.
All right.
I was covered in rats today.
I'd like one of you to roll in investigation check if you're looking for an inn to stay in.
I can do it.
investigation,
Mhm.
you say?
I got a 9.
14.
Ugh, it's 2 runs. His people know of hot springs. It's like something that's more in his realm of.
Yeah. So you kind of go looking around and looking a place that's going to have somewhere to bathe as well as a place to stay, as assuming looking for an inn with some food. You kind of make your way around Falshire, and you head out of 6 markets and make your way into kind of Goldcrest, that region that sort of surrounds it.
Ooh.
And you kind of make your way to some of the finer corners of town. Valken, you may have been here a couple times, but it's not somewhere that you frequented a lot based on your background. And you kind of look around and see nice places, and then you run across a shop that was rattled off earlier called the Happy Cloud. So you make your way inside the Happy Cloud, and it is quite a fine establishment. Inside here, you can see that there's a large kind of bar that curves over that leads to a kitchen in the back. Several, like, not just like stools, but actual tables with seating, as well as the bar stools. And you can see that there is in the back some other seating which has curtains that can be drawn if you wanted to kind of have a more private dinner interaction as well. You look to the left and there are stairs leading upward. And you notice that they kind of circle around a bit, and there is a balcony that kind of looks over the rest of the inn. There are kind of fancy wall sconces, a couple of nice suites that overlook the rest of the tavern with kind of jutting like balcony type, as well as like some other rooms upstairs. And you can imagine that as it was advertised, there are services for bathing, and it can either be in a central location like a bathhouse, or for an extra charge they could bring it to your room. And
Well, we can just go to the bathhouse, I think.
Yeah. Just bath it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Jordan has no shame. I just get nude and hop right in.
gotcha. Okay, so you go into the establishment. Very nice decor here. And as you kind of make your way and you ask the barkeep just for some bathing, maybe some food, a place to stay tonight, and you see a very finely dressed male half orc behind the counter. He's got kind of long wavy brown hair with some gold eyes and like soft gray skin. And he says, "How may I help you? My name is Bolar. I run the
Bolar?
Happy Cloud."
Oh, we would all like baths very much, and
Beds and places
Boarding.
to stay. Yes.
All right. One moment, please. Let's see if you're staying. That's going to be part of the cost there. Bathing included. Room for each of you. That would be
maybe
2 gold apiece.
Yeah, two rooms. 2 rooms.
2 rooms. All right, 2 rooms and bathing. We will throw that in. We will call that. We'll go 4 gold apiece. Total.
Total. Okay.
Ron just pays it.
Thank you, Ron.
We're also serving a fine stuffed trout with a side of potatoes and yams, and a plum pudding if you're interested.
Yes.
Very well.
Very nice.
This will be, of course, a 5 silver per plate, so 2 additional gold.
I can pay for that.
All right. So you go to the bathhouse area, and they have attendants that bring you the soap, and they put buckets of warm water. They give you the implements for scrubbing, I guess you could say. I don't know, loofahs.
Yeah, they're coral sponges.
Little scrubby
Sponges,
guys.
yeah. And then you bathe, easy enough, get the stench of the sewers off of you. And if you'd like, you can sit down and have a nice meal. Similar to kind of the fancy place back in Icegarth. It's really good. It's not quite as uppity as that place. Everyone seems to be friendly and receptive to everyone who's in the bar or in kind of the tavern area. And you can easily eat. You hear someone in the background boasting about the adventures that they had gone on and talking about the treasures that they had found. You hear just a couple just kind of chatting about their day and such. But you finish your dinner, and if you choose, you can stay the night tonight here. And it's a very, very fine bed. So probably one of the best you've all slept in. Even though that you are 2 to a room, they've made arrangements so there's enough room for you all to each room. And you wake up the next morning refreshed.
Nice.
Ready for the day.
And we're gonna go to the Citadel now that we're all fresh.
Okay, so you make your way over to almost kind of the center of Falshir. You make your way through the Gold Crest area, and you can see just 2 large kind of like lawns, almost like parks, but they've got very fine gardens, like well-kept plants and trees. And then you see kind of in front of that is just an interior wall with a keep in the center of it. And you approach the gate there. What do you say?
We are here to see General Uthek. He should be expecting us.
I'm sorry, General Uthek's expecting you.
Yes.
Showing off my bow and my braid. It's like really fancy looking.
I am Ron, or Ron. They call me Ron, and we are from the Order of Iberius.
All right, Order of Iberius, Ron, and company. Give me one moment. I'm going to run this back. Please wait here. You see them
Very
kind of
good.
disappear off. It takes a good 15, almost like 20 minutes. Just almost like an awkward amount of time to wait as the other guards are just standing guard and just kind of face forward. And he comes back. All right, we do have a brief meeting with the general on the books for the Order of Iberius. If you have time now, he will see you. I think he has a few moments to spare after his breakfast.
Yes, that is, let's do it.
All right, I will be taking all of your names. He gathers your names, and I will need all of your weapons. No weapons permitted inside the Citadel other than City Guard. And of course, the Standing Army.
We all agree to terms.
Gotcha. So do all of you hand over all of your weapons?
Ron does.
Can I keep my shield?
Sure.
My little pretty dragon shield. I just got it. I
Make a
really don't
persuasion
want
check.
to be parted from it. Okay.
How does that work with my sword?
Very interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a 3 minus 1, so I guess they take the shield.
Sorry, ma'am,
Guess
no
I'll wait
shields.
outside.
Sir, may I have your sword?
You're gonna wait outside, Velkin?
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. You know what? Will you guys be all right without me?
oh,
I think so.
are you sure? You said Ron believes you are very set on returning sword.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Would
What-
you like to be the one to give it back?
Oh, Ron
Wait, but
would
we're
be
not
very
talking to
honored.
the king right now, right? We're just talking to the general.
General Uthek.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
So we don't need it right now.
well, it's on me.
I'm just saying I don't think we're gonna get an audience with like getting an audience with the king right now is not super likely, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Oh, we have to check in Sir Virgil's sword anyways, correct? So it should be okay.
Not without direct orders from the general or the crown itself. I'm sure if there's business,
Vulcan
you can
just waits
handle that.
outside, and we'll go from there. It's fine.
There's a funny thing about my sword. So I'll just wait outside.
All right, outside, not entering. All of you, please come this way. And
Okay.
he leads you, and there are some other nice gardens inside. Very like well kept, just lawns, some very nice trees, and you kind of go towards this keep, which is like almost towering over the city, as it was an incline to get here, and it's almost kind of you're back far enough to where the city's almost touching the kind of the mountains in this area, and it's just kind of this big bastion right in front of the mountains. All right, and he leads you inside. You go up a couple floors, and this area is just magnificent. Marble floors, columns, chandeliers. It's just,
Whoa.
if there was ever a sort of establishment just to say, I did this because I can, it's this.
This is the
I don't
most
think Brent's
extravagant
ever
place
seen
Ron
a
has ever
chandelier
been.
before.
Well, yes, it's quite
Yeah.
nice. This dates back well from Empire days. I'm certain. Of course, this has been in Levantus family's. Well, this is their keep and has been since the collapse of the Empire. But oh, here we are. And he leads you into, and the door is open, a nice heavy wooden door, and you have this nice large office area where almost multi-room. You see in the first area there's kind of a sitting room with some chairs and like a couch, a large kind of map of the countries of Vantis and the Ram Crown Federation, as well as a portion of the Cannabis Sea. And you see some sort of figures on the map, perhaps battle plans or something along those lines, or intelligence, and he directs you in. And as you kind of walk in the far back, there's a desk, and there's also an attendant there, maybe a squire or some sort, working with the general, probably someone of very noble birth to have that sort of station. But you see a quite large, muscular looking dragonborn with sort of smooth silver scales. They are every bit as tall as Vin is, but much larger, muscular. And you can see the
Sven?
silver, or sorry, as Bryn. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Okay.
As
I was
Bryn.
like, she's the short one.
As Bryn.
Short, tiny, buff
Yeah,
dragon.
no. As tall as
Yeah,
Bryn,
I was
6'8"
like-
or 6'7". So, and you see the silver scales kind of turn to spines on the back of the head.
Oh.
He's got just dark black pupils that don't have any other color to them, and you see that there's some ornate plate mail that's just gleaming, adorned with the crest of the hippogriff of the Vantis kingdom, and has a sort of long sword on his belt. Looks expertly made. There are even jewels encrusted on the pommel at the end. And he kind of stands up. You must be part of the order. What can I
Yes.
help you with? Mind you, this is a personal favor to Terran Van.
Yes, we are here to return the sword of a dying man. Sir Virgil requested to return his sword to the king.
That name does ring a bell. Why must you return the sword? Was it given by the crown?
Yes, the previous king, father of current king, has given sword to Sir Virgil. Sir Virgil has fallen in battle and with his dying breath requested we return the sword to the king.
That would be the late King Magnus.
Yes,
Do not
correct.
forget again.
Ron is not from here.
This is becoming more apparent. You can kind of tell he is very by the book. Not going to let any sort of slight to the crown, even accidental or unknowingly. He's the kind of person that would correct you.
Mhm.
You must know that an audience with the king, even at the request of a noble, could take months. Especially while we're at war. Or the dawn of war, it seems.
This is a very long time.
However, I would be willing to put you further towards the front of this line. If you so choose. But you must do something for me to earn this right.
What is this task that you request of us?
He kind of just walks over to the large map and kind of just scratches his chin as his kind of claws run underneath his scales. I'd sent a small group of scouts and rangers on an operation in the Waynoke Mountains to the northeast, and he points it out. It's the large mountain range that almost separates the Ram Crown from Vantis. They missed their window of either communication or completion by a day. And while this does not sound like much to you, they are never late, ever. So it is with the utmost importance that they be found. Or, if they cannot be found, if they be captured or killed, they be recovered or their mission completed. They were to intercept a missive regarding troop movements from Ram Crown. If you cannot find this missive, then you must find the information on your own, how they're communicating through their front lines.
This is a difficult task, but if this means we can speak to the king sooner, then we shall do it.
Then we have an agreement.
Yes.
And he reaches out his kind of clawed hand to shake it.
Ron extends his hand as well.
He shakes it and he extends it to all of you, to Vin as well as Bryn.
I shake. And like curtsy as I shake.
He bows to you in kind of deference to your formalness in the situation. You all understand that my word is my honor, and by taking this agreement, this is also your honor as well.
Understood.
Very well. About that time, you hear the door sort of fly open behind you, the large kind of wooden door, and you see a half-elf woman ranger looking sort of leather, kind of has short swords, long braided blonde hair that kind of pulled to the side, with like striking green eyes, almost copper skin. And she bursts in and she looks at the general and says, "I don't think you're doing what I think you are, General." And you see, like, his eyes are black. They just sort of just turn to just darkness. And he stands up and just says to her, "What are you doing here? And as you very well know, this is very inappropriate, Commander." And she's like, gives a half-hearted bow to him. And she says to him, "I'm not sure why you decided to send these mercenaries. You and I both know, General, that I could have had this completed by now. I would take my hammers, would fly in and deal with this and be done with it." And he slams his fist on the table in anger. "You and I both know that if you are seen, this would spark the war that's currently at a standstill. Leave." And she goes to say something again and almost knows better of it and bows and then just walks out. "I apologize for the interruption."
Oh,
Do you have
no
any
need to
questions?
apologize. How long ago is your group been missing?
10 days was when they left. The terrain is treacherous. There are paths in the mountains, if you can find them.
What direction were they heading again up the mountain?
The mountains to the northeast, they were following the ridge towards where the front line is on the end of the mountain range.
And how long would it take us to get there on horseback?
You cannot take horses in the mountains,
Oh,
which is why I sent rangers and scouts.
so then how much time on foot?
Are any of you well versed with mountainous terrain? Familiar with it? He looks across you three.
Somewhat familiar. My village was in the forest by the mountains, far north.
He thinks. 8 to 10 days if you're lucky.
How will we know when we find your group? Is there a crest, emblem?
They wouldn't be wearing anything of that sort on this particular engagement. However, if they're alive, they'll see you first.
Is there a call sign?
There is. And he hands you sort of a little larger to be a coin, but kind of hands you like a large, almost medallion that has the crest of the hippogriff on it. If they see this, and if you present this, they'll know that you were sent by the authority of the crown. The leader of Served Group was Iris Denore. If you find her, bring her back. As well as anyone else. There were 5 total.
All right, very well.
Any other questions for me?
which way do we head to go to the mountains?
And he kind of looks and you see like a window. It's kind of pointing to the like northeast, and he points and you can see a large mountain range that's behind the city of Falshir. That's kind of what it's nestled against. And they could be anywhere in the mountains. I'm not sure how far they'd gotten. Good luck.
Thank you, General. We shall do our best.
If you fail, we'll have to start the war blind. And that will mean many lives lost.
A lot of pressure.
And if we succeed, then the Order of Iberis will be of great use to you.
So it would seem.
Well, hopefully we shall return swiftly.
Very well. Have much work to do, you understand?
Of course.
And he kind of motions you, and the attendant who was just standing there being silent says, oh, right this way, and leads you out and kind of closes the door behind you. And you see that same half-elf just kind of leaning against the door with her arms crossed. She kind of watches you leave. Good luck.
It's like nod at her.
You bunch of wankers. Try not to die.
Rude.
What is wrong with people in this city?
Help! I know the city is horrible.
Yeah, you make your way out. The attendant follows you and leads you back to the front of said citadel where Valken is. And, assumingly, you make yourselves ready to embark on your mission.
Yep.
And that is where we will end our session tonight. So
Everyone is so rude.
she seemed particularly rude because, based on that situation, you took the job she wanted to do.
Yeah. And she was the commander?
She said that she could take her hammers. So, if you put two and two together, what's that?
The Hippogriff Riders.
Yeah.
She might have some standing or lead them. So,
Okay.
but anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the session today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting. As you all know, or some of you may don't, we like to keep the sessions immersive. So any follows or hosts or raids or anything, we very much appreciate it. But
you.
without any further ado,
Guys.
let's go over
MVP.
to some shout outs, and we will do MVP while we wait. So first up, mac and cheese, please. Tell everybody what you got going on.
What do I have going on? I don't know what I have going on. I have so much pressure. I just stream on next stream Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific. I make YouTube videos. You can also find me on social media, TikTok. Okay. I don't have it like for the first time ever. Like I'm not doing anything. I have nothing planned.
It's okay. Up next, Virtual Spectre.
Hey, I'm Virtual Spectre,
Hello.
and I'm a variety content creator from the future. And lately we've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 and a little bit of Fallout 76, which I think we're going to be playing tomorrow. So if you're interested in any of that, come on by, hang out with us, have a good time. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Up next is Moves Like Jagger from the GGN crew.
Yo, hello everybody. Moves from GGN Crew. I'm one of 4 members who run the channel. We do like a ton of variety stuff, but lately we've been doing a ton of Final Fantasy 14. But I believe the New World beta comes out next week, so we may be dabbling on that as well.
Yeah, it
So,
does.
come on by, hang out. We got to interlink then. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Last but not least, Bunny Dreadful.
Hi, I'm Bunny Dreadful, or Joe. I do art streams over on Bunny Dreadful on Twitch, and we draw D&D character art. So if you like D&D and you like art, come hang out and watch me draw some D&D characters. We're gonna be starting on a new batch of characters next week. So you'll get to see me do some of the early concepting for them. I did the art and the characters for this show. So if you like Bryn, who's here. Yeah, here. Come hang out and watch me draw some more things. Thanks, bye.
Hi, I'm Max. I'm the DM, and I stream. And I played Phasmophobia on Wednesday, and it made me scared. so the end.
It do be scary.
But thanks so much for watching, and make sure to follow all of the members of our cast here and watching all the great content that they do, as well as look at our Patreon. We have merch. There's a bunch of links in the chat. Anything that you do to support the channel goes to making it better, having cool, interactive, awesome animated maps, having awesome music. So appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that's all I got. Bryn, you got the MVP. Congratulations.
Thanks for that inspiration. I will
It was
use
a four-way
wisely,
tie until the
probably
end.
for chocolate.
All right. Thank you all very much. And we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Special guest next week
Bye.
on the show. Have a good one.